surgery?
I'm proud of him. He's a dog for real. Having surgery and coming back, I love that guy, man. I appreciate his efforts.
Was it a strange week? I mean, with the whole world wanting to know if he was going to play or not?
Yeah, it was a little strange. I had a lot of people asking me, and I just said, I don't know. I honestly didn't know. We were just more focused on Texas in this game.
But you felt like things were really difficult for the offense today. Can you put your finger on why exactly that was?
I can only speak for the O-line. And for the O-line, we were not detailed enough today in all three phases. It starts with me, jumping off sides, having mistakes here and there. I have to be better, for this team, for the O-line. And I have to, we all have to feel this loss and learn from it.
How demoralizing you guys start picking up pace on offense, driving, and then you get two big holding calls that kind of set you back. Can you kind of expound on that?
Things happen in game. We're taught to just say good and keep going. Adversity hits every day. Every game you're gonna have something hit, and the good teams are the ones that can get past it, and that's what we're trying to be.
But that's the run game. Seems like it still needs some more kick to it. What has to happen to run the ball better?
I think it's the same thing. Details. Everybody being on the same page. I think that we can all do better. Getting more push on the O-line. I think details and getting push on the O-line.
You guys also deal with some injuries. You lost some tackle today. You got some guys that are already hurt. How do you deal with all these injuries?
Yeah, it's next man up mentality. I feel like we're all tough. Everybody's battling something. We're 7 games in, 6 games in. Every team is having some type of injury. Every person is playing with pain. John played 13 days after surgery. So it's just about being tough and fighting through it.
How do you get the chemistry? Obviously, the offensive line is about chemistry. All 5 guys work together. How do you get chemistry? So many new guys coming in and going.
It's in practice and outside of practice. Meeting with each other, getting as many reps in as possible. Obviously this week we didn't do it enough. So the goal is to next week really dive into what went wrong and how can we get better and how can we mesh better.
Last one. There is one.
Hey, I got another one. Does it help? You got a tough schedule, and that's tough, but that means you also get to get one back if you go beat South Carolina. You go beat some of the teams you got in front of.
That's the goal. We lost this one. We're going to feel this one. I know we're all feeling it. We got to move past it, though. We have to let it hurt, feel the pain, and use that pain to move on and to do better for next game.